Saturn day. We are in blue, Sabado. We are in blue, and our gesture, our vowel is ooh. And Saturn, this is sort of deep blue, really ancient, very, very ancient. And we are, so here's Saturn here. And we are today in our Gemini mode. And here is Gemini. We're in the yellow. We're in yellow. And this Gemini is this bilateral. The center is up here in this bilateral system. We have the ability to have these two sides, which is an amazingly helpful thing if you're going to be a human being. And our letter is H. There, could be H. Wonderful, isn't it wonderful? And here we are with our Gemini, and our quality is selflessness. I've got a lot to say about selflessness. Our archetype are the Seraphim, and they are the top level of the first hierarchy. And the Seraphim are really, can be thought of as the spirits of love. They can be thought of as having 6 wings. So you could put on an imaginary body and imagine perhaps a pair of wings here, a pair of wings that come down to your feet, and a pair of wings to help you fly. And this is how you might see many of them in paintings and things like that. And the thing about Seraphim and love, like Michael Chekhov speaks about love as a constant state of expansion, to give, to expand, these spirits of love. There's a great sense of expansion. On the polarity, though, we also have that polarity because with all this possibility of flight, this imaginary body of the Seraphim, they can actually help create what is grounding. The polarity of the expanding, they give us the contracting. And it is through the contraction, for example, of pain, that this wisdom of love can emerge. So when we think about the Chekhov technique, we know just like this is the first in the first hierarchy, we begin with contracting and expanding and really coming into relationship. And we begin with the physical body, which is the area that this first hierarchy is really working with. The ability to expand and contract really is living in this imaginary body of this 6-winged seraphim. And it is really the insight that arises from the experience of the contracting in pain that really helps us expand then in our loving and in our selflessness. When we look at, in my book on page 287, we have the 4 daily deeds of love. And these 4 daily deeds, 3 of the deeds, are directly connected with this day, this selflessness. Number 1, do random acts of kindness. To be selfless and to just randomly help other people think and be aware. How can I be supportive? Whether it's holding a door open or just making direct contact and wishing the clerk a good day. Calling somebody you haven't spoken to in a while and have been thinking about. Maybe you're feeling awkward, like, oh, I haven't called them in so long. What will I say? Just reach out. Take a selfless act. The third one, examine your everyday ego and your self-referential language. How many times are you thinking me, my, and can you listen without thinking how I feel, how does this affect me? This is my response to it. I'm approving, I like them because they agree with me, whatever it is. The self-referential thinking, self-referential languaging. Can we start to behold the other in selflessness? And then the fourth one, develop awareness of the higher ego of the other. So this is classic love and selflessness. No matter who we behold, if they're the most irritating or assaultative person in the world to you, nonetheless, there is a higher self within them. And if we can awaken our selflessness, we can, in fact, find a way to expand our love. And that is the essential thing. We have this quality of air, very much has to do with the thinking force in this matter. And again, the sense is speech. So it, like that third daily deed of love, self-referential speech. And also, how do we use our speech? Can we expand our radiant love into the world through our speech? This is an exciting thing, and as we work our way back, now we're looking into, yesterday we had April, so now we're in March, working our way backwards. And can you reflect on what happened in March? And where was your expansive love? Where was your selflessness? And as we work forward and we're thinking about our having done some flying back, where over the whole year could I have been more selfless? Where was I selfless? And did I serve in this regard? And maybe how did it affect my physical body when I served in a selfless manner? And where might I have done better? How could I have been more selfless? And what contractions came into my life because I was selfish? That polarity. Maybe something happened, and as you reflect on it, you can see how it brought this contraction. And through that contraction, it enabled you to gain wisdom and greater fields of love through that experience. And as we reflect on the past year, what was an amazing act of selflessness maybe that you experienced? And to reflect on, how does someone else's act of selflessness support you? And can we give that to others? And as we work forward, moving into this year, can we create some goals that really support other people, that strengthen our ability to be selfless? How can we take the reflections that we've made of last year and find a way to strengthen them for this year? And what would be a very special thing to have happen to you through selflessness? Well, I can think of the joy that I could experience with other people in deep, meaningful connection through selfless acts. And sometimes the thing that prevents us from being selfless is a kind of fear, a contraction, where in terms of a power gesture, we're afraid we need to possess something, we need to have that, and we can't give that away. And of course, we know that there's never a vacuum. When we give, we receive. The act of giving is receiving. So is there a psychological gesture, a power gesture that you might use to help you overcome any contracted pain and bring into your body that sensation of moving with love, the sensation of having these incredible wings to lift you to allow the air to flow through you to work in a bilateral relationship. I hope you can find your wings to fly. Selflessness.